Welcome to our channel. We will in this video we will learn about the second part of electrochemistry. As you know that in the first part we studied about what is electrochemistry and electrode potentials, then standard electrode potentials, Daniell cell, so electrolytic cells and standard hydrogen electrode and electrode potentials of various redox reactions. In this lesson we will learn about the Nernst equation. You see, in the standard electrode potential, the concentrations of all the species involved in the cell considered as unity. For example, if you take zinc 2 plus and zinc electrode, the standard electrode potential of that electrode was considered by considering zinc 2 plus ion concentration in unity. So whatever we seen in the table last time electrochemical series where you have different redox reactions and their electrode potentials, all those electrode potentials are standard electrode potentials and they are from when the concentrations of the species involved in those off cell reactions, in those redox reactions, are being taken as unit concentration. But in real life, we may not have exactly the unit concentrations. We may have at different concentrations of the ion species. Then what would be the potential? How we can measure such electrode potential? So Nernst gave an equation called Nernst equation. For example, if you consider this particular reaction, Mn plus n electrons gives M. This is, for example, zinc 2 plus in aqueous medium takes 2 electrons and becomes zinc solid. So such a reaction, if you can consider the electrode potential at any given concentration of Mn plus or M. Mostly M is concentration is unity because the metals will be in pure form, so their concentration will be unity. But what about Mn plus? If I have Mn plus at different concentrations like 1 molar solution, 2 molar solution, then the electrode potential of this particular reaction couple will be the standard electrode potential, that is the standard electrode potential at unit concentrations of the species, that is standard electrode potential, minus RT by NF natural logarithm concentration of M by concentration of Mn plus. So this is the equation one can use to find out the electrode potentials of any off cells at different concentrations. If you, as I told, the metals, their concentration is unity. If they are pure metals, so you can replace M by 1 unit. So the equation becomes the electrode potential is equal to the standard electrode potential minus RT by NF natural logarithm 1 by Mn plus ion concentration. We will see that. For example, if you take a Daniell cell, it is a galvanic cell, a Daniell cell, where zinc and zinc 2 plus is one electrode couple, another is copper 2 plus copper. If you take the reaction of the cell is zinc solid reacts with copper 2 plus aqueous, gives rise to zinc 2 plus aqueous plus copper solid. Here you can see the oxidation reaction is anode is the zinc 2 plus and the cathode is copper 2 plus copper. If you take individual off cells and write their corresponding Nernst equations, for example, E of copper 2 plus copper, that is electrode potential of copper 2 plus copper at any given concentration, is equivalent to standard electrode potential of copper 2 plus copper minus RT by number of electrons involved in this reaction is zinc plus 2 leaves 2 electrons and zinc 2 plus, copper 2 plus takes 2 electrons and becomes copper, so that our number of electrons involved in the reaction is 2 electrons in each of cell. We need to consider a balanced reaction if it is different electrons involved in each of cell. So that two taken here, then F natural logarithm 1 by copper 2 plus iron. So because it is copper 2 plus aqueous. This is the cathodic Nernst equation. And for the anode, you have zinc 2 plus zinc electrode potential is equal to zinc 2 plus zinc standard reduction potential minus RT by 2 of Ln 1 by zinc 2 plus aqueous. These are the electrode potentials for the individual off cells of a Daniell cell. You know that the cell potential, the Daniell cell potential, E cell equal to E right minus E left. We already studied, that is E cathode minus E anode, or E of copper 2 plus copper minus E of zinc 2 plus zinc. So these two equations, copper 2 plus copper minus zinc 2 plus zinc. So what will happen? If E cell equal to E0 copper 2 plus copper standard reduction potential, because you need to take it here E copper 2 plus copper minus E zinc 2 plus zinc. So as per Nernst equation in the as we seen previous, so E is copper 2 plus copper minus RT by 2 of Ln by copper 2 plus aqueous minus of E is standard reduction potential of zinc 2 plus zinc plus minus minus plus RT by 2 of Ln 1 by zinc 2 plus aqueous. You make these two together or aside, bring this to this side. So copper 2 plus copper minus E of zinc 2 plus zinc minus this RT by 2 of Ln 1 by copper 2 plus aqueous minus Ln 1 by zinc 2 plus aqueous. So now the E cell becomes standard reduction potential of the cell minus RT by 2 of Ln zinc 2 plus by copper 2 plus. This is log A minus log B is equivalent to log A by B. Log A is this over log B, that means zinc 2 plus will go to the top. So zinc 2 plus and by copper 2 plus. So the standard reduction potential of the cell is Easter's cell. The reduction potential of the cell at any given concentrations of zinc 2 plus and copper 2 plus ions can be considered by using this Nernst equation, where E cell is equal to standard reduction potential of the cell minus RT by 2 of Ln concentration of the anodic ions zinc 2 plus to the cathodic ions copper 2 plus ions. If you can see here, if I increase the copper 2 plus ions concentration, if the copper 2 plus ion concentration increases, the set potential increases. If I increase this value, total value will be less. So that is E standard minus very less value. So you will have higher value of E cell. If I increase zinc 2 plus ions, this value becomes higher. So subtraction value will be higher. So your E cell will be lesser. So the cell potential increases with increase in the concentration of copper 2 plus ions and with decrease in concentration of zinc 2 plus ions. But you can able to find out the cell potential at any given concentration using this particular Nernst equation. So E cell is equivalent to E standard reduction potential of the cell minus RT by 2 F Ln zinc 2 plus by copper 2 plus. So generally we can, R is the gas constant 8.314 and T is at 298 Kelvin if you can consider, and F is 96487 coulombs. So if you substitute R, T, F, T is at 298, remaining is their constant values, then you can simplify this equation into E cell equal to E star cell minus 0.059 by 2 log natural logarithm. You can also take it into log base 10, log base 10. So zinc 2 plus by copper 2 plus. This is easy to use this equation for mathematical problem solving case. So that's why we considered, we substituted all these values and it become 0.059 by 2 log of zinc 2 plus by copper 2 plus. So this is the final Nernst equation which can be used for any type of cells. We will see one example where the cell is made up of nickel 2 plus and silver plus silver. This is the cell constructed by nickel 2 plus one side, other is Az plus Az. So nickel is getting reduced, oxidized to nickel 2 plus, so it is the anodic, and this is the cathode. You see, to balance the equation, we have considered 2 Ag plus ions and 2 Ag. Total number of electrons involved once again 2, because nickel gives 2, nickel 2 plus 2 electrons. 2 silver plus ions takes 2 electrons and become 2 silver atoms. So the E cell equal to E0 cell minus RT by 2F ln oxidized species concentration, that is nickel 2 plus, and reduced species concentration Ag plus, but the whatever the number before the Ag plus to be raised to the power. So Ag plus top, because the balance to be done with respect to the electrons. So the 2 should be top of this. So Ag plus square it becomes. So like that we can take it. And now for a general reaction, such reaction, redox reaction, if you can consider A times of capital A plus B times of capital B, AB are the reactants, CD are the products, and AB are their coefficients, number of as per the balanced reaction. So CCDD, it takes an electrons. And electrons are involved in this reaction. So the next equation is E cell of this particular reaction equal to E cell 0 of this particular reaction, that is standard reaction potential, minus RT by NF, natural logarithm of Q. Q, you know that it is reaction quotient. Reaction quotient is nothing but concentration of the products divided by the concentration of the reactants. You can see that is the one in the next equation. So E star cell minus RT by NF ln reaction quotient, concentration of C, power its coefficient C, and concentration D power that many times D times, by concentration of A power A times and concentration of B power B times. So this is the general equation, and next equation can be used. If you can take one example problems where magnesium solid reacted with silver plus ions, concentration was given here, gives rise to magnesium 2 plus concentration given and silver. For this particular reaction, first we need to, they have given calculate its E cell, they ask to find out the reduction potential of the cell at the given concentrations. They have also given the standard reduction potential is 3.17 volts. First you write the cell, this magnesium is the oxidizing anode, so write on the left side magnesium 2 plus ions, where the concentration was given, then you put the salt bridge, 2 vertical lines, then silver plus and silver. When you write the reaction magnesium plus 2 Ag plus, this is the reaction. So number of electrons involved is Mg2 plus, so 2 electrons. So because 2 silver plus ions takes 2 electrons. So N is 2. So E cell equal to E0 cell minus RT by 2F or 0.059 by 2 we can write, because that is the simplified one, because it was at room temperature. They are not given temperature means we can consider as room temperature, because all standard reaction potentials are at room temperature. So that's why better we can use the simplified form, that is 0.059 by 2 ln. So here concentration first to be of the oxidized species anode, so Mg2 plus ions, then silver plus ion power 2. So Mg2 plus ion concentration you can substitute here 0.130, and silver plus ions concentration also you can substitute and square it. Then you can solve this equation, because E star cell you know 3.17 volts minus the remaining 0.059 by 2 log this much. So it becomes 2.96 volts. So this is the way we can able to find out the cell potentials or the electrode potentials of any off cell or the cell at a given concentrations of the species. That is the advantage of Nernst equation. We also have another advantage of the Nernst equation. You see, in order to find a equilibrium constant of a reaction, for example, if you consider the Daniell cell, zinc kept in the zinc 2 plus solution, copper solid was metal kept in copper 2 plus solution, correct? And what will happen if you externally connect the cell, as we seen in the previous video? If you connect the cell, what will happen? It gives a potential of 1.1 volts. If I connect a bulb or some component such that it uses that power, what will happen? Continuously zinc converting to zinc 2 plus ions goes on happening, and copper 2 plus ions will be continuously depositing on copper. Over a period of time, the potential will be reducing because the zinc continuously converts to zinc 2 plus and copper 2 plus converts to copper. So the potential reduces. At point the potential becomes 0. That means at that point the zinc 2 plus copper 2 plus copper reactions will be equal in nature. There will not be any further reactions will happen. That point is called as equilibrium. So now at this equilibrium, so we need to calculate the Kc, that is equilibrium constant. So at equilibrium, now you can use the Nernst equation. So at equilibrium the potential becomes 0. So the total potential is equivalent to 0. But as per Nernst equation, total potential of the electrode or the cell, potential of the cell is equivalent to standard potential of the cell minus 2.303 RT by number of electrons, 2F log. 2.303 was taken because we considered as log. In this 0.059 by 2 we can simply write, where in the 0.059 you have considered 2.303 and R and T and F. So that's why this is simplified. So once again we are giving here, because to take natural logarithm you have to have 2.303 RT by 2F log zinc 2 plus concentrate copper 2 plus concentrate. You know that E cell is 0 because at this potential, when the power fully utilized the the potential of the cell becomes 0, where the reaction now in equilibrium state. So that's why E cell is 0 now. So if you substitute here 0, then E cell is equivalent to this, comes this side, so it becomes plus 2.303 RT by 2F log zinc 2 plus by copper 2 plus. So Kc, you know, that is the reaction equilibrium constant. It is the ratio of the concentrations of the both ions at equilibrium. I have only two ions here, zinc 2 plus and copper 2 plus. Their concentrations ratio, that is zinc 2 plus by copper 2 plus, is called Kc. That means this particular one is called Kc. So you substitute here, instead of zinc 2 plus by copper 2 plus, Kc. So then this equation becomes is 0 cell, that is standard reduction potential of the cell, equal to, this is simplified form, that is simplified 0.059 volt by 2 log Kc. You know yeast or gel because the standard reduction potential of the cell is 1.1 volts, because at unit concentration, that is at the initial condition. So you substitute yeast or cell equal to 1.1 volt, then log Kc becomes 1.1 multiplied by 2 by 0.059 volts, that is 37.288. Kc equal to, now this logarithm you have to apply under logarithm, or e power you can write, or 10 power 37.288 equal to Kc. So that equal to 2 into 10 power 37, the value at 298 Kelvin. So this is the way we can able to do. So in general, what will happen is cell and Kc relation. Here this is the Kc, clear? This is standard reduction. So this is the equation. Standard reduction potential is equivalent to 2.303 RT by 2F log Kc. That's what given here. So in general, if you want to use this relation between standard reduction potential and Kc, so that means if you know the standard reduction potential of any cell, you can able to easily find out the equilibrium constant. Otherwise it is very difficult to find out the equilibrium constant, because you need to take all the concentrations of the species. So in this particular Nernst equation, if you can use, you don't need to get the concentrations to find out the Kc. You can just have the standard reduction potential of that particular couple, the cell, then you can able to obtain the Kc. So this is the advantage of this particular reaction equation. So if we will take one example, the equilibrium constant. Here it was given, calculate the equilibrium constant of the reaction copper solid and 2 silver plus aqueous give rise to copper 2 plus aqueous plus 2 silver ions. E0 cell is equal, also given standard reduction potential of this cell is equal to 0.46 volts. And you know in this reaction copper gives 2 electrons, so number of electrons involved in this reaction is 2. 2 silver plus ions takes 2 electrons, so the number of electrons involved is 2. And you can use the simplified form is 0 cell, that is standard reduction potential of the cell equal to 0.059 by 2 log Kc. Volt is represents the unit only here. Okay, V. So this log Kc we need to find out. You know this 0.046 was given for standard reduction potential. So log Kc equal to 0.46 multiplied by 2 divided by 0.059, that equal to 15.6. So Kc equal to 3.92 into 10 power 50. So this is a simplest way one can able to get the equilibrium constant without having making the finding out the concentrations of individual ions.